remember last week I said one of my missions was to get a boonie hat. Well, I got it. It actually wasn't that easy to find, even though Aussie Disposals, it seems like the most obvious place. It was the last place that I went. I went every other bloody place in the world, even places like Target and Big W, and they had what they would call a boonie hat. I would call it a bucket hat, because I think there's an actual difference. I think the bucket hat kind of has that sweeping taper that makes it look like you can't see anything. And a boonie hat is, well, what you got right here. Can you see that? Oh, you can see. I thought you'd be much further away than that. Let's try this little guy. Enough, big panther. Zip, nada. Enchilada. Hey guys, the fish are not biting today. I haven't had any luck at all this morning. I haven't seen any activity on the water either. But while I have been out and about, I've seen a couple of nice little plants out here that I thought I'd show you. Nothing that you haven't seen before, but maybe you haven't done with, I don't know. But this here, of course, is a little wild blackberry that comes from the bush there, which I'll show you in a tick. And I find that the trick with blackberries is pretty simple. Does the plant look like it's suffering? Does it look like it's dried out? Is it wilting? Do the berries not look full or anything like that? I try to be mindful of where I pick them from as well, because some places will spray them. Usually they'll sign it to say they've sprayed it, but they don't always. So best practice is to look at the plant and decide for yourself. Obviously, I'm not an expert, but I haven't been sick yet. The next one I wanted to show you is clover. Let me bring you over to the clover. So that's clover there. And a lot of people know clover by trying to find a 4-leaf clover, which is meant to bring good luck. But with the clover as well, there's no real full ones here, but I'll just pick this one, if it lets me. So you get the flower as well. So you can actually dry these flowers out and brew them into a tea. And here's that blackberry bush I was telling you about. And blackberry just grows all over the joint. So here's a few more. I wouldn't even bother with these tiny little berries. These little guys. But as you walk, you find more blackberries, more blackberries, more blackberries. So if that gives you a hint as to why people tend to try to poison them, yeah, they're everywhere, but they're also delicious, right? And they're also like $6 a punnet. So go out and get yourself some fresh blackberries. Just be safe. Another thing that's kind of nice on these country roads, I've already pulled it off and I've already had a check of it, so it wasn't just laying here, it was actually over there. But there's this beautiful little bunny, and you can tell it's still in good nick because the belly is warm but the sides are cold. So we can eat this one. It had an eye socket malfunction during its crash, but no, it's actually pretty good. So all we're going to do is we're just going to pull the fur off, then we're going to gut it, and then we're just going to put it straight in the pot. Aha! All right, so not the most exciting of adventures, but we've got a lot of stuff done. Slept in the back last night. First thing this morning, went out to have a quick fish. There were no fish. I found a couple of plants, obviously the clover and the blackberry. I would love to be able to show you some other stuff had I found it, like mallow or something like that. But that's right, we'll do that another time. And then just on the way back now, finding that rabbit, I am going to go back, just cook up what's left of it. I didn't realize until I took the fur off that the rib cage on one side was pretty beaten up. So I'm just going to take what I can off of it. And of course, I can't advocate for this at all, but if you're going to have a rabbit that you find on the side of the road, or more so that you found on the road because it's a result of getting hit by a car, you need to check a few things. These are not guarantees that something is going to be safe to eat. The first thing I would look at is eyes. Can you see color? Can you see pupil? Is it not milky and weird? If so, that might be an indicator of freshness. Another potential indicator of freshness is body temperature. If the cavity where the organs are is a little bit warmer than the rest of the body is a bit cooler in comparison, that's another good indicator of freshness as well. But again, it's not a guarantee. There's a whole bunch of things that might tell you that something is safe to eat. You just got to do your own research on that and make your own decisions around it as well. Yeah, that's all I got to say on that. Hey Nathan. How are you, champ? I'm just editing this video, and here comes Nathan from the last video. Welcome back, buddy. Coming up? Come on then. Shit. What you hiding for? Hello, buddy. All right, Nathan, fun's over, mate. You're getting a bit close now. Can you bugger off? Oh, Nathan, do you do that arm thing like eagles do? Where you jump up on the arm with the trainer? No, don't really do it. No, I was just kidding, bro. Whoa. See you later.